we're back over at the chicken legs, our walking witch's hut, and as you can see, I've already laid out a platform using weepwood. I went for an irregular shape. It's, you know, just kind of here and there, spread out, trying to keep the legs right there, still towards the center of the body of this house, but kind of making it irregular. I was thinking I wanted to do a witch's hut that looks very hodgepodge, just pieces together to make this thing, especially since it's going to be out here. I started pulling up things in this area to see what we could work with, because I'm not sure that'll actually be the base. I just used it to kind of map out what I wanted the shape to look like, and then I went and picked up a bunch of other things. So I kind of want to just see what works well together. We have this yellow wood that I got from somewhere. We put this stuff down already. What else do we have? I think that's a little darker. So this is super standout, this yellow. Have we tried this yet? No. I mean, that's pretty close to the detritus, whatever it's called. I mean, those two obviously go together. What else could we try? What else do I have here? I haven't tried any of this. We have a different kind of wall, so I mean, those are the same shapes but different. I don't know if I like it. I might try the yellow, but I don't know. So we have that. What else kind of looks texture-wise? We could use some mud later. I also have this. I don't know what I want to do with the roof. I mean, I could do that, some kind of sloped roof thing, or I might just make it out of kind of the forest kind of look with the sweetwood leaves and vines, things like that, so that the whole top is more kind of hut-like. Let's see. So that's the mud. You might use that. So all these kind of color-wise go together, but I'm still not certain. Let's see, what do we have for wood? Haven't tried the haunted floor yet. We have this. This goes back to the yellow, so I guess I should bring both of these down together. The stucco wall kind of flows with that. So does that. So we get some yellowish stuff we can try together, and I guess that would go with that as well. What else do we have here that I want to try? I guess also this. So let's kind of see what these look like. So of course we use this for our other witch's hut, the kind of basic one, and I mean that flows with that color scheme just fine. I don't think I want to use stone. I know I don't want that. It's going to be wood, dirt, grass kind of a thing. So let's just put down all this other yellowish. That thing is so gross looking. Like, so gross. Alright, so this is our other textures of a similar color. Don't like that. Don't like that. That's not bad. That's too nice, I think. Yeah, that's too nice. So looking at that, maybe this. Let's just take that out. And then what is this? This is the haunted floor. That's another set of options. So I guess the best thing for us to do now is figure out which one of these we want to use for the floor. So I'm going to go pick a few. I think I might start with the haunted floor since it is a floor, and play with that and maybe the yellow wood wall and see which one I like better for our floor. So we did a lot here. Kind of went nuts with it because I wasn't quite certain what I liked. I started with the haunted floor in this whole corner and the yellow wood wall in this corner. Didn't quite love either of them. Didn't hate them, but didn't love them. So then I tried to play with the walls to see if one of them could be the wall. And then I just started playing with everything I had pretty much. So the conclusion I came to is that I know in some ways this doesn't make sense. It'd be better to have like a solid floor, one of these as a floor, but I really just like this mix of textures that are all kind of similar. I like even throwing the mud for that squishy sound and slow, only here and there. I don't want the whole thing like that, but just I was thinking maybe that this is something that the witch kind of carved out of the landscape, so there would be some ground textures in it for the base, and the feet grew from that, and then we built the walls up from there. So then I looked at the walls, and one, I want to have the wall, and then two, I want to have some kind of beam supports in the corners or certain areas. So here's a wall and then a beam, and those two colors work well together. Then I looked just to see, you know, what kind of stair look could go with it. I tried the normal wood and I didn't like it, so I'm kind of looking towards the haunted stair. All that flows okay. I did the same thing over here. I did the haunted floor as the wall, and then tried this. I didn't quite like this combination color wise. It's, you know, matches, but it was a little too matchy. I tried this wildwood, and the colors are okay, but it's a little too clean, so I wasn't sure about that either. Then I started to play with some more wood options. I really do like the driftwood. I almost went with this for the full floor, but I think I might just sprinkle it in instead and go from there. So then I was like, okay, on the outside, we're going to have the leaves and the vines going down, so maybe that'll help me pick out the wall, which one looks better with the vines and the leaves. So this is not how it's gonna look. This will be more on the outside, but this looks okay. You know, this covers up some of the brightness of the yellow wood wall, although in some ways it's, if we're gonna go with this hodgepodge floor, this is a little too put together, I think. So even though I kind of like it, I'm leaning towards this. This has much more dark, gloomy kind of feel. I'm thinking this. I'm not sure on the beam because I feel like this is a little too close still. Maybe we'll do driftwood for the beam. I hadn't tried that. I don't think I have any more on me. So let me pick this up real quick. Just see what this looks like up against the haunted floor. I don't know. So we'll still have to figure out what we'll use. We might just use the wildwood as a stand-in, and then we can replace it with something else later. But I think this will be the wall, and yeah, well, we might need to use the wildwood just to break up the stair, you know, when we use that to break it up from the rest of it. So that's one option. I think what I'm going to do next is go ahead and transform the entire floor. I'll take down all this stuff up here and transform the entire floor into this kind of mixed texture. So I'll be right back after that is done. Okay, so we have our floor mapped out. I ended up keeping more things than I thought. I kept a few of these in, a few of these, and you know, cause that's the reason, cause I think a lot of it, the reason why I kept it in is a lot of it I think will eventually get covered between the walls and the items we put inside, so I don't think it's as important really. I'm hoping, you know, when we place things down, it'll create a nice little kind of texture behind it. You know what, we need one more mud. Where would we need mud? Maybe back here somewhere, maybe there. Alright, so now we need to go around, and I need to back this out, which I might have messed this up because I need to figure out where the pillars are gonna go. Thinking here, that's 2 there. Then for this back section, we'll do 2 here and here. So that works, and then we just need, I guess, here and here for this wall. So that covers everything except for this little double section. So what could we do here? I'm guessing one right there, which makes what's under it kind of pointless, but whatever. Alright, so I think that's our outline, and then the door's gonna be somewhere up in there. We might do it off-centered instead of a double door. And then I want to put in, oops, let's turn this. Just like with the other witch's hut, I'm just gonna place them and then we'll worry about rotating them later, because I'm pretty sure this looks better. Yeah, it looks better out here than it does on the inside. Some of these will eventually become window areas. So fill all that in. This I need to come back to. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do there. This should go, which way? I think that way. That's fine. We can change it later. And then this, like that. Oops. Oh, you know what? The door's gonna need, the door's gonna need potentially more room, because I wanna do something, I wanna do a pillar with the door, meaning this needs to potentially come over one more. Right? Yes. So we could just do this and make our lives easier. Copy that. I did turn these so that they're, like when you're on the side, you're seeing the side of them for most of the part. Alright, so then we put this in this corner. And then we can finish up the wall space here. And again, we have these weird little areas, which maybe I just bring this out one more too. Sorry for all the noise. My computer is really not happy all of a sudden. So let's do that. Let's just pick something. And yeah, then we don't have to worry about fixing that corner. Both of those meet kind of the same in the front. And then we have this weird area here. Maybe we make one of these a back. No, I don't want a back deck. That'll look weird. Maybe we bring this back this way. We'll be able to close that up. And this back that way, so we can close that up. And this might become windows as well, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, so now we have a little teeny tiny hut area. Something to start with. Let's see what it looks like from down below. I feel like the beams are taking up more room than the walls themselves. So maybe we don't do that everywhere. Maybe it's only in a few. Maybe we just don't do it by the wall. I feel like this is the worst area because it's so close together. Let's see what it looks like from this side. It's okay. Not sure about the texture. I don't know. Let's keep building it out, and then doesn't work out, we can always change it. So let's go up a little bit higher for all of these. Alright, so where do windows need to go? Could have one back here. Could do something on the sides there. I think I'll leave that area. Maybe a double over here. I don't know what I want to do for the. Oh, maybe we do something like this. Let's see what those look like. And then I don't think I want that there. Maybe we do. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. It's like an eyes and a really long nose, like we're making some creature out of spore right now. Okay, I think it needs a little bit more to it. Do we do something to this to kind of bring in, is that right? That's not right. It needs to be this way, I think. Yeah. And then rotate this. And I need a little more walking platform. What do we have as far as slabs? I think that's it. So I probably would go make something else for the slabs, but we'll just put something up for now. Or maybe it's covered. This is looking horrific, but we're gonna work with this. This is how magic happens. You just keep playing with it until you figure out something that will work. This time though, I just literally had no idea what I wanted to do in the first place. Other than I wanted it to be messy, and it is definitely messy right now. Not necessarily in a good way. That's stupid. But let's just continue with it a little bit longer. Alright. Well, not that. Do we have... Or, I wish we had slab versions of this haunted floor. Do they make those? I don't know. We should go find out if that's a possibility, because I think that would look really cool. If we don't, I guess we just use this for now to play with it. It looks a little too put together. But hey, let's go with it all the way until we know for sure that it is as bad as we think it is. Can't just go bad halfway. Gotta go all the way. Like this. I'm not actually completely opposed to that just yet. I think we'll have to see what all the vines and stuff are gonna look like before I'm sold either way on it. I mean, it's starting to be a little too nice, too clean. What does it look like from the inside? The inside's still messy. We got that little squish sound. I like that. Let's go ahead and put in some of these just on the outside. I want to see, I need to build it up just a little bit so we can see. I think this front will determine the rest of this build. Do I continue with these blocks, or do I switch it up and do something else? I was thinking the vines would come down from some of this. Let me pillar up. Let me just go across all the way. This would definitely need to get shaped a whole lot better if we move forward with it, but I just want to kind of see what green at the top looks like, and then we can see if it'll work or not. I mean, obviously not the right shape, but let's get rid of this again just so I can see. But I'm kind of liking it now. See, I told you, you just got to keep playing with things, and even though it looks horrible, it may work. So what I'm liking is that we have this dark kind of green and browns right here. We have that, and we have this lighter wood between the corners and the ladders and the slabs and the fences, but behind them is still that darker green, and I think this green here helps to kind of highlight that darker green in the back, so then it works a little bit better together, so that the lighter wood is just breaking things up and not actually completely overpowering it. So that's the part that I do like. Okay guys, that's it for today. We have the beginnings of a hut taking shape. Tomorrow we're going to work on finishing up the roof, finishing up kind of the outside decorations, and hopefully we'll be able to get started also sometime soon on the inside of this build. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and we'd love to hear your comments and feedback. Take care.